YouTube, and welcome to another 40k battle report. Today it's my orks versus a good friend Jeff's tyranids. 1750 point battle report with Vanguard Strike, and we're doing a kill points mission. It's no night fighting on turn 1, so we'll go on to the ork army. The ork army consists of a war boss with heavy armour, cyber bodies, and a boss pole, and a power claw, and a combi scorcher. He's in a unit of 10 ork knobs, 4 power claws, pain boy, 5 big choppers, sorry, and they're going to be riding in the battle wagon. They're also heavy armour and cyber bodies. We've got a unit of 10 shooter boys, unit of 20 shooter boys with 2 big shooters, and they've got 1 big shooter. Unit of 20 chopper boys, 18 storm boys, another 20 boys in a battle wagon, and then 2 Dapper Jets. So we're on to the Tyranid army. Right, Tyranid army is being led by Old One Eye. Got a unit of Rippers with the Tunneling Swarm ability, a unit of 6 Spore Mines, 16 Gene Stealers, 2 Biovores, 30 Termagants with Flesh Borers, 3 Zoanthropes, 1 Lictor in the back there, a brood of 2 Carnifexes, one with heavy Strangleform Cannon and Devourers with Brain Leech Worms, one with Scything Talons and Crushing Claws, and they both have Bioplasma. You've got the Death Leaper back there next to the Carnifexes. Be interested to see how it is. I quite like the Death Leaper, so see how he does. Brood of 3 Warriors, one with Venom Cannon, 2 with Devourers, and a brood of 18 Gargoyles. So we're on to deployment, which is Vanguard Strike. Orks are deploying first, so we'll come back after that. So, Tyranids have deployed, Biovores on this side, beside them Warriors. There's Zoanthropes in the middle of the board, Carnifexes, and Old One Eye hiding behind a hill. There's a group of Gaunts there, so we can get a shot of Old One Eye. There he is. And Death Leaper's in reserve, along with a unit of Gargoyles and Lictor. And the Orks have counter-deployed to this. Well, the Orks went first, sorry. Battle wagon there, Storm Boys, Shooter Boys. Another battle wagon with the War Boss in this squad in. More Shooter Boys there, they've all fallen over because it's a piece of awkward terrain. And the last unit boys, Dapper Jets in reserve. So, yeah, shall we see if the Tyranids can seize the initiative? Oh, that's a 2. So we shall come back at the end of Ork's movement on turn 1. So, end of the Ork movement, this battle wagon has just shunted sideways. Storm Boys have jumped over to here beside this bit of terrain. Shooter Boys have just moved up. This battle wagon, full forwards, looking to hunt down some Zoanthropes or maybe some Gaunts. And Shooter Boys moved up, and Boys moved up. So lots of juicy targets for those Biovores, which I am scared of. So on to Ork shooting phase. So, end of Ork shooting, this battle wagon is just shunted up in turbo boost. Same with that one, just shunted sideways some more. Storm Boys ran and just spread out. These Shooter Boys shot Zoanthropes and didn't do anything with their big shooters. These Shooter Boys shot the big shooter at the Termagants and killed 3. And these boys ran an inch. So, with no Ork assaults, we're on to Tyranid turn 1. So, end of Tyranid movement. The Biovores stayed where they are, the Warriors have just moved over. Carnifexes moved over, Zoanthropes nudged. Carnifexes moved round, looks like he's going to chill on this battle wagon, and the Gaunts have just moved over. So with that we're on to Tyranid shooting phase. So, end of Tyranid shooting, that was pretty effective. Biovores attempted to shoot the Shooter Boys here, on this one boy here, and a shot deviated all the way over here and hit the Storm Boys. And then Warriors came out and shot the Storm Boys, and that Carnifex shot the Storm Boys as well. So there's only 9 of them left, so they actually need a leadership test. So we'll do that live. So they're okay. Over here, Zoanthropes manifested Warp Blast and chose to Lance and opened up the battle wagon. Killing 1 knob, and those flesh borers from there put a wound on another. So on to Tyranid assault phase. So, end of Tyranid assault phase. Termagants tried to charge, needing a 9, rolled an 8. And he killed one with a Scorcher and missed with the rest of the Overwatch. And Old One Eye tried to charge. Did an 8 and rolled a 4. So with failed assaults, we're on to orks turn 2. Right, end of orc movement. This battle wagon's moved up and these boys have disembarked in a nice column formation, very orderly for orcs. Gonna go chop up some Biavors. Both the Jackerjets came on, so one came on here looking down the warriors, and the other one came on there looking at the looking at something. I'm not sure what I'm going to shoot that at yet. Those boys have moved up, and those boys just stood where they are. They've gone into the train. Storm boys rolled a 1 and blew one of the Storm boys up. Hilarious. Good work. So yeah, we'll come back at the end of orc shooting phase. So, end of orc shooting. This battle wagon shot the Biavors and didn't do anything. Boys didn't shoot, didn't be bothered. This Jackerjet wiped out those warriors. And Storm boys didn't shoot. Shooter boys here shot the Zoanthropes and didn't do anything. This Jackerjet wiped out the Zoanthropes, so they're now gone. And that's the last of his synapse, so not good from here. Those boys shot, one with an old 1-eye, but he saved it. So on to orc assaults. We're under a war, so we're getting fleet, and we'll see how it goes. Right, end of the tyranids orcs assault phase. These boys minced those Biavors, 23 wounds, and over here lost one knob, but old 1-eye certainly got butchered. So without synapse, it's not looking good, but he does have the rest of his reserves to come on, so we shall see what happens. Start of Tyranid turn 2. Right, end of Tyranid movement. Carnifexes failed their instinctive behaviour test but rolled a 6, so they're running straight at the Storm boys. Gaunts also failed their instinctive behaviour, so they're moving off towards the train because they also rolled a 6. All his reserves came in, so G-Stealers have outflanked there. Rippers attempted to come in here between the Carnifexes and Storm boys, but mishapped on the Carnifexes. Spore Mines came down here, and Gargoyles came down, so looking to shoot up. Oh yeah, Death Leaper and Elictor came up behind my rear lines. So now I'm going to have to turn around. You run all the way forward just to turn around to kill something behind you. Very typical. So we shall go on to Tyranid shooting phase in turn 2. Right, shooting phase, relatively effective. Gaunts shot into the unit of knobs and did 1 wound. These Gargoyles killed 7 boys. Lictor killed another 1, and Death Leaper killed 2 from the back, their shooter squad. So with everything that's going on, Carnifex is going to try and assault. So we shall come back at the end of the assault phase. So end of Tyranids assaults. No surprise, those Storm boys got absolutely massacred. 4 died to Hammer of Wrath, and then Claws and Stompiness destroyed them. In return, I did 2 wounds on the combat Carnifex with the Power Claw. But that was it. So we're on to Orcs turn 3. I'm going to call it for end of part 1, so please tune in for turn 2, and part 2, sorry. And please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video, and happy wargaming.